Did you know that you can find household fairy in many, many countries? They vary wildly in personality and appearance, but fair to say they're all pretty complicated fairies. They also go by many names. The most familiar is the Scottish, Irish and English brownie or house elf, but there are also the hobgoblin, Robin Goodfellow, the German kobold, the Scottish Urisk or the Swedish Tomte. But without doubt, the best known household fairy of recent times is the character of Dobby in the Harry Potter series. Now in next week's video, I feature back-to-back true encounters with brownies from all over, and you don't want to miss that one. But first, let's get to know these complex fairies. Most people believe that these household fairy are just that, a member of the fairy race with a penchant for providing unsolicited labour to a family or a home. A lesser known theory is that these household fairy are the spirits of a deceased family member or domestic servant who has returned to the family to help them. Whether you believe they are of the fairy realm or the spirit realm, there is one thing we know for certain. Reports of these household fairy go way, way back. Most brownie are believed to be male, but there are reports of female brownies working in homes too. Male and female brownies look much the same and are often said to be ugly to the mortal eye, while others have described them as homely and pleasant to the eye. So we can see that these descriptions really vary, don't they? I wonder if that's perhaps due to the region or the country that they've been sighted. Or is it just our perception of them? For example, Welsh brownies, known as the bwbag, are described as having a fierce temper, while the Manx brownie, the Fenadiri, is known to be reserved and kind in nature. So we can see here that brownies are a complex member of the fairy folk. When it comes to their physical description, the most common reports are that they are small but thick in size, with heavily wrinkled skin, and often wearing little to nothing on their bodies. Some say that they are unkempt and stinky, but other reports say that they take particular care in their appearance. As to their clothing, it is always made of natural fibres: cotton, linen, leather and animal skins for warmth. So we can see there that there are a lot of contradictions when it comes to their appearance. One thing which appears universal, though, is that brownie are capricious, hard-working creatures, and each seems to come with his own set of rules. Many are said to come out to work at night after the family have gone to bed and never even cross paths with family members. Most all brownies hold great disdain for any form of laziness, and what's more, they'll punish those who don't pull their weight, including other domestic help and small children in the family. Other brownies, though, are said to mix freely among the family day or night. Some even live in a quiet place within the house, like an unused cupboard, while others prefer to have their own space away from the house, perhaps in the barn. Whether they live inside the house or outside the house, as long as the brownie has a safe and private space, most all are happy to work hard for the family for no more than a bowl of milk or cream or a chunk of bread, and, no doubt, an ample serving of respect too. So it appears safe to give brownies food or drink, or even the tools they need to do their work, but think twice before offering anything else. It is a rare brownie will receive clothing or shoes or even praise with delight, because most all household fairy will take great offence at this and actually consider it a terrible slight. Others still will happily accept the gift that you offer them and promptly leave, taking their services elsewhere and never returning. Like I said, they can be unpredictable. Here's another example. Now imagine you have a household brownie. What might happen if you do a little tidy up around the place before going to bed? You're about to find out. But first, if you enjoy my videos, please show some love and consider becoming a member of the channel. Members receive early access to videos, their name featured on every video, and some special treats. Just click the join button below to check it out. Now, brace yourself. Some brownies who appear at night to undertake their duties, to sweep the floor or tend the fire and wipe down the table and wash the bowls and the cups in the sink, and they arrive to find all these jobs are already done and the house is clean and tidy, which would never happen in my house, by the way. Brownies have been known to erupt in a fury, turning over chairs, kicking ash out of the hearth all over the floor, disarranging furniture and spilling milk all over the floor, and tugging the blankets off the sleeping family and onto the floor. Once their fury subsides, some household brownies then just go about their business. They just set about tidying up all the mess that they've just made, while others storm out of the family home, leaving the shambles they created and never returning. So you've been warned. No matter their name or disposition or appearance, these household brownies have one thing in common, and that is their dedication to work. But why do they work to help humans? That's the question, isn't it? And it probably has as many answers as brownies have moods. But here's an idea. Fairies are energetic folk. They're not lazy, are they? I mean, have you ever heard a tale of a slothful fairy? I'm sure I haven't. I believe that fairies live in harmony with the natural world. And while the natural world has periods of dormancy, these are considered necessary. They're not due to laziness. So I think there might be something in the notion that household fairy provide practical assistance and physical labour to those who need it when they need it. We don't hear of many wealthy landlords or rich celebrities or members of the gentry having brownies shuffling around doing house or farm work. They appear to favour the working people and the people of the land. And I think this explains why they are so offended to be offered payment or even thanks for their efforts. The brownie is pragmatic, not sentimental. He needs to be needed, and he will work for you if you need him. If you are at the liberty to pay him or give him gifts, perhaps he looks on that as evidence that you don't really need him, and he'll fill his boots and find someone else who does. As to the character of brownies, well, yes, as we've seen, they vary wildly, but then again, so do we, don't we? The brownie serves as an excellent example that the fairy folk are individuals. They are multi-dimensional beings with their own personalities and strengths and weaknesses, likes and dislikes. It's often said that when a brownie is happy, the family or the home he serves will be ever graced with good luck and prosperity. But if an unhappy brownie was to leave the family or the home, bad luck will befall them then and forevermore. I do think there is something in this. Remember, brownies despise laziness and ingratitude, so it follows that a home with a happy brownie must be a place of balance and fairness, a place of work and play. Everyone within must be contributing in their own way and respecting each other's particular sensitivities. The work gets done, the house runs smoothly. This is a harmonious home. And if you believe that like follows like, good things will flow to and from a harmonious home and family. So what do you make of the household brownie? Let me know in the comments below, and keep an eye out for next Friday's video, which features back-to-back encounters and sightings with brownies. Until next time, stay curious and be kind. Cheerio!